हेलो गाइज, आपका स्वागत है मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे। कृपया मेरे चैनल को लाइक और सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिएगा, बेल आइकन को भी दबा दीजिएगा। आज मैं इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंस के बारे में जानकारी दूंगा। इन हिंदी, द सिंथेटिकल ऑर्डर observed in interrogative sentence is the same as that in an affirmative sentence, although we sometimes use kya to distinguish the former from the latter. But in English, the order is first verb, second nominative, or first auxiliary, second nominative, third verb. In Hindi, we say तुम आओगे और क्या तुम आओगे, nominative preceding the verb. In English, the sentence stands thus: will you go, first auxiliary, second nominative, third verb. When, however, an interrogative sentence begins with who, not predicative, the natural order is maintained. Example: first nominative, second verb. Thus, किसने किताब चुराई है, who has stolen this book. But when who is predicative, the natural order is reverse. यह लड़का कौन है, who is the boy. Here the real subject is boy that has been preceded by the verb is. If the verb used in English be a transitive, one with in its object whom or which, the order will be first object, second auxiliary, third nominative, fourth verb. Thus, उसने किसको मारा है, what has he struck, वह क्या चाहता है, what does he want. Second, if the predicate of the English sentence is English sentence contains a verb without an auxiliary in the present or the past tense, care should be taken to change the verb into the corresponding form with do any being the interrogative sentence with the auxiliary. वह लिखता है, he writes. क्या वह लिखता है? Here the verb writes when changed into the corresponding form with do, does, write, in which case does becomes the auxiliary and sentence will start thus. Does he write? क्या तुम पढ़ते हो? Do you read? तुम पढ़ते हो, do. तुम पढ़ते हो, you read. तुमने लिखा है, you write. क्या तुमने लिखा है, did you write? Third, in answering a question in Hindi, only the verb is repeated without the nominative. But in English, the etiquette requires that we should repeat the auxiliary and the nominative. Thus, sometimes the answer is only yes or no, yes sir or no sir. Question: क्या वह अपना पाठ याद करता है? Does he prepare his lesson? Answer: हाँ करता है, yes he does. Answer: नहीं करता है, no he does not. क्या तुम आज स्कूल गए थे? Did you go to school today? हाँ गया था, yes I did. नहीं गया था, no I did not. क्या तुम घर जाओगे? Will you go home? हाँ जाऊंगा, yes I shall. नहीं जाऊंगा, no I will not. Sometimes questions require answered in complete sentence. तुम्हारा क्या नाम है? What is your name? Answer: जगदीश. My name is जगदीश. आप कहाँ से आते हैं? Where do you come from? Answer: बनारस से. I come from बनारस. Question: आपने किताबें कितनी पढ़ी हैं, या आपने कितनी किताबें पढ़ी हैं? How many books have you read? Answer: 50 किताबों के लगभग. I have read about 50 books. Sometimes, for the sake of brevity, the above rule is not observed, especially in colloquial English. Question: इस शीशे को किसने तोड़ा? Who has broken this glass pane? Answer, इस लड़के ने. This boy sir. Question, तुम कब जाओगे? When will you go home? Answer, रविवार को, on Sunday next. 4. In English, not is generally placed between the nominative and the principal verb is a negative interrogative sentence. क्या मैंने आपको यह किताब नहीं दी? Did I not give you this book? क्या वे अभी तक नहीं आए? Has he not come as yet? क्या वे सभा में नहीं थे? Was he not present in the meeting? But sometimes, especially in colloquial English, the abbreviation T is used for not. Then it goes with the auxiliary. क्या आप प्रतिज्ञा नहीं करते हैं? क्या आप प्रतिज्ञा नहीं करते? Can't you promise? क्या मैंने इस ओर ध्यान नहीं दिया? Didn't I notice it? क्या मैं नहीं जा सकूंगा? Won't I be able to go? क्या वह नहीं आवेगा? Shall an apostrophe T he come? ब्रैकेट में shall not. क्या ऐसी बात नहीं है? Isn't not. 5. Sometimes a question in Hindi is translated by a simple affirmative in English. क्या आप भोजन कर चुके हैं? You have taken your dinner, I believe. क्या इसमें कुछ संदेह है? It is beyond all doubt, I think. राम कलकत्ता गया है ना? Ram has done to Kolkata, I suppose. हरी को इसमें कुछ नुकसान नहीं हुआ. No injury has been done to Hari, I hope. आप अच्छे तो हैं? I hope you are well. क्या लड़का क्या हमसे झूठ कह सकता है? This boy, I am sure, won't tell me a lie. 6. It in translating a Hindi verb, a preposition is required to be used with the verb in English. It, the preposition, is placed at the end of the sentence. तुम क्या सोच रहे हो? What do you thinking about? आप क्या करते हैं? What are you at? किनके पास लिखा गया है? Who has been written to? आप क्या समझते हैं मैं कौन हूँ? Whom do you take me for? 7. In Hindi, the interrogative कब, क्यों, कहाँ, etc. are used after the nominative except when emphasis in implied. But in English, the equivalents of these when, why, where, etc. are placed in the beginning of the sentence. आप कब आए? When did you come? आप क्यों आए? Why did you come? आप कहाँ जाते हैं? Where do you go? अब आप कैसे हैं? How are you? The students should note that sometimes कहाँ और क्यों are translated with the help of a पूरी 50 किताबों के लगभग. I have read about 50 books. Sometimes, for the sake of brevity, the above rule is not observed, especially in colloquial English. Question: इस शीशे को किसने तोड़ा? Who has broken this glass pane? Answer: इस लड़के ने. This boy sir. Question: तुम कब जाओगे? When will you go home? Answer: रविवार को, on Sunday next. 4. In English, not is generally placed between the nominative and the principal verb is a negative interrogative sentence. क्या मैंने आपको यह किताब नहीं दी? Did I not give you this book? क्या वे अभी तक नहीं आए? Has he not come as yet? क्या वे सभा में नहीं थे? Was he not present in the meeting? But sometimes, especially in colloquial English, the abbreviation T is used for not, then it goes with the auxiliary. क्या आप प्रतिज्ञा नहीं करते हैं? क्या आप प्रतिज्ञा नहीं करते? Can't you promise? क्या मैंने इस ओर ध्यान नहीं दिया? Didn't I notice it? क्या मैं नहीं जा सकूंगा? Won't I be able to go? क्या वह नहीं आवेगा? Shall an apostrophe T he come? ब्रैकेट में shall not. क्या ऐसी बात नहीं है? Isn't not. 5. Sometimes a question in Hindi is translated by a simple affirmative in English. क्या आप भोजन कर चुके हैं? You have taken your dinner, I believe. क्या इसमें कुछ संदेह है? It is beyond all doubt, I think. राम कलकत्ता गया है ना? Ram has done to Kolkata, I suppose. हरि को इसमें it is beyond all doubt, I think. राम कलकत्ता गया है ना? Ram has done to Kolkata, I suppose. हरि को इसमें कुछ नुकसान नहीं हुआ. No injury has been done to Hari, I hope. आप अच्छे तो हैं? I hope you are well. यह लड़का क्या हमसे झूठ कह सकता है? This boy, I am sure, won't tell me a lie. 6. It in translating a Hindi verb, a preposition is required to be used with the verb in English. It, the preposition, is placed at the end of the sentence. तुम क्या सोच रहे हो? What do you thinking about? आप क्या करते हैं? What are you at? किनके पास लिखा गया है? Who has been written to? आप क्या समझते हैं मैं कौन? Whom do you take me for? 7. In Hindi, the interrogative कब, क्यों, कहाँ, etc. are used after the nominative except when emphasis in implied. But in English, the equivalents of these when, why, where, etc. are placed in the beginning of the sentence. आप कब आए? When did you come? आप क्यों आए? Why did you come? आप कहाँ जाते हैं? Where do you go? अब आप कैसे हैं? How are you? The student should note that sometimes कहाँ और क्यों are translated with the help of a preposition. आपने स्कूल क्यों छोड़ा? What did you leave the school for? यह शहर क्यों प्रसिद्ध है? What is the town noted for? और for what is this town noted? Not what for noted. What and for may be used together when the rest of the sentence is understood. Example, I went home. What for? आप कहाँ से आए? Where did you come from? वह कहाँ गया? What place did he go? 8. The use of shall and will should be carefully noted in an interrogative sentence. When inquiries as to the wish, or intention of the person spoken to are meant, the pronouns of the second person take will and those of the first and the third take shall. Third takes shall. क्या तुम जाओगे? Will you go? क्या मैं जाऊंगा? Shall I go? क्या वह जाएगा? Shall he go? When, however, inquiries as the further events in relation to the person represented by the pronoun and meant the first and the second person take shall and the third person take will. क्या मैं कलकत्ते जाऊंगा? आज्ञा है. ऑर्डर। Shall I go to कोलकाता? क्या कोलकाता जाओगे? क्या तुमको कोलकाता जाना है? Will you go to कोलकाता? क्या वह जाएगा? Will he go? Note: will I is indimisible. Shall I is the only form used to both the simple inquiry into future events and for request for permission, which depends on the wish of the person spoken to. English. 9. Miscellaneous example of interrogative sentences. कौन? राम. Who is there? Is it Ram? इससे क्या? What of that? क्या मैं आ सकता हूँ? May I go? क्या मैं जा सकता हूँ? May I go out, sir? अब आप कैसे हैं? How are you doing? How are you doing now? कहाँ से आरंभ करूँ? Where to begin? Where shall I begin from? आप यह क्यों कहते हैं? Why are you doing this? इससे आपको क्या लाभ? Of what advantage is this to you? कालिदास को कौन नहीं जानता? Everybody knows कालिदास और who does not know कालिदास? इतनी जल्दी क्यों? Why such a hurry? इस आत्मप्रशंसा में क्या लाभ? Self praise is no commendation, or what is the use of the self praise? Thank you.